on some of these
It's blurring up, what's going on?
gaps here.
Good.
How's the video?
Good. I have it zoomed up. Is that okay?
Sure. Okay, so here's the philtrum form. This is the start of this center plane coming down. And think of these nostrils as grabbing onto that buttress form. You know, it's like they're grabbing it, like that. And this front plane, we're cutting it up, but it doesn't go away. So, like, you can see it, it's very clear on the philtrum, because the philtrum is a carved up, it's a very chiseled piece of the face, with those two spines on either side of it. Then you come down here, and it's going to reveal itself again in the underplane of the lower lip. That shadow shape will express the triangle front plane. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Kind of like is that the Pontiac symbol? Is that right?
Yeah.
What is that then? Upside down. And then it's going to reveal itself again here at the width of the chin. So it's interrupted, but it doesn't go away. Just like this doesn't go away, but it gets a little bit cut up. Okay, so we have this nice plane going back, right? Common mistake of portrait artists is they don't make this go back. You know, they make these heads where the mouth comes forward, and it really doesn't. Like, these planes are receding. This will be more in a shadowy area. Okay. All right. Now, if I visualize where the pupils of the eyes are, right in here. Generally, your corners of the mouth will line up with the pupils. Generally. And the mouth will be towards the top of this third here. Okay, now, so let's just talk about the angles of the lips, the line between the lips real quick. So it's not straight like that. You know, it's kind of the shape of a bird. You'll have two long diagonals, a little V shape in the middle, and then the very ends it'll turn up just a little bit. Here's the under shadow. Okay, so you got to get those angles. And the way Steve showed you this, make sure this goes back a little more. I can't emphasize that enough. Everything down here is sliding backwards, away from the keel shape. This is the center of the keel. It's receding.
That's ideal. Ideally, as opposed to when you get older, you get all this number here. And
Yeah, we'll put that on next.
oh, good.
Okay, so the way Steve showed the mouth to me, and I'm not saying it's the only way to do the mouth, but I thought it was a good way. So you could say essentially, you know, your lips are the inside of your body rolling to the outside of your body, you know? I mean, it's a different color, it's a different tissue. So he would always he would jam his tool in the side of the mouth to get the dental arc going around. To get this, you know, I mean, really, think about biting into a slice of bread, you make an arc, right? And sometimes he would take his fingers and jam them into a sculpture. So he put his tool in like that, and then he would roll it outwards to create the lip.
Oh my goodness.
It's kind of a neat,
Oh my goodness.
like, fast way to do it. Whoops.
Unless you mess it up, which is what I would do.
Well,
Wow.
you can practice. See, like I made
That's
that.
amazing.
I made that one a little too high. So that's just to get it going, and then you can do the same with the lower lip.
So the lips don't really stick out at all?
They really conform to the planes that we've established. So that's a little funky. Now you want to shave this away. Whoops. Put on our bottom lip. The pad, it's kind of like a big flat piece there. There's the little keystone center V there, this little piece. Made that one too high. The lips are convex, and the upper lip is facing down, so oftentimes it's in a shadow or half tone. The lower lip will catch light. So not only do you think about the angles of the lips, you also have to think about the forms of them. And the top lip, Annapolis is really good for the convex forms of the lip. There'll be like a fullness in the middle, and then on the upper lip they'll tend to be two teardrop shaped fullnesses on either side of that. So the top lip, you could argue, has three convex compartments to it. One in the middle, and then two on the sides that are convex. It's more evident with some people than others, you know. Some people have real thin lips, you know, it's not going to be so obvious. Now the lower lip is different. It will have two large convex forms in it. Which makes sense, right? I mean, this way they fit together. You know what I mean? Like, if you had 3 and 3, they would not seal together. So, you know, a lot of times you see a little crease between the two lower lip pieces. You can tell Fern's ready to do this. I can feel the energy.
Very exciting.
Now, usually the lower lip's a little bigger than the upper lip. Usually. A little fatter. I mean, I can perfect it more and more, but I want to give it to you in a real simple way. There'll be a slight depression in the middle of the philtrum. A lot of times there's a ridge along the top upper lip. between the flesh color and the lip color will be kind of a ridge. More in the middle than on the edges. They'll have that little ridge.
Yeah, it usually comes out of the highlight
Right.
painting.
I remember the first painting I copied was of Frank's Halls, and right below the mustache, the guy had that little highlight there. So it's more of an edge. His mouth's still crooked. Gotta step back. Not so good to sit down, it's better to stand. And one more thing, the lower lip, the fullness, thickness of it will line up with this plane, these planes. In other words, it's thickest right to the edge of that, and then it'll start to die away. So it's going to line up again. Center of the lips have more sharp edges, like that undercut will be sharper. In the middle. You know what I mean by that? This undercut is sharp in the middle. But then it'll start to fade away on the edges. It'll bleed away. So this will be soft. This edge will be pretty soft. Different, different ethnicities. Really different. Place kind of hard. One more thing, the corner of the mouth. In the corners of the mouth, you'll have a full form. It doesn't just come to an end like that. You see how it looks too sharp?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what you have to do is put a little convex comma form in the corner of the mouth. And I've seen one art book label this the node, N-O-D-E, the node form. And it's really just where a lot of these muscles connect to each other. And there's some fleshy material that builds up. So the node will have a little front plane to it, like that, and then a little side plane to it. Not sure. Doing it very well. Let me try it up here. So this won't be so much of a deep hole. But the darkest accents of the lips are usually in these little crevices in the sides where it goes back. You can play with it and make it a little more angular. So here's the node again. The node is on an angle going this way. No, going this way. And I think I can cut back. It'll have a little front plane, in this case creating a shadow. And then it'll have a side plane, like that. It's not a sharp form at all, it's kind of like a little soft. Okay. That's fine too. But those are kind of the parts. Those are big lips. That's what happens when you focus on something. It grows. It's like a problem in your life. You focus on it. And then just one more thing. I know it's a lot of info, but here, see under the lips you have this kind of fullness. The W, it's right above the W shape. You have this fullness. This is really the base of the lips down here. Just as the nose had a base out here, you want to think about, really that's the mouth muscle. It's called orbicularis oris. Orbicularis oris, it's a circular muscle. And you can think of it as this is actually the apex of that base. And the lips are like the apex of this large W base. So they're projecting forward. Okay? Does that make sense? I mean, you don't just want to paste these things on. They have to be this is like the icing on the cake to this whole form going around. Okay, I'll tighten these up on my own, but you can start. Just kind of map it out. Think about those angles, like this, the bird shape, and then you can practice sticking your tool in the corner and rolling out.